So what's the disconnect here? What happens when people start a fitness regimen or determine their physique goals and they get started and there's this ensuing frustration that doesn't happen quite as often as with many other goals? The problem is that there's a misunderstanding about fitness and training and working out and succeeding in your fitness goals and the way it all works and how it all goes down. There's a misunderstanding as to what it takes. And a lot of that is because it's been so glamorized that, the cold hard truth doesn't really sell as much as the lifestyle, look at me with my abs, out, on the beach, just hanging out and having drinks, right? Like a lot of fitness celebrities like to show off the junk food that they eat. And you have these personalities that almost make it unattractive to some people. What we do is we over-glamorize the future when we're looking at fitness and physique goals. We don't tie as much seriousness to it just because there isn't much tied to it anymore. When you look back on the days of bodybuilding, the golden age of bodybuilding, these guys were like revered as incredible athletes, massive celebrities, right? Arnold Schwarzenegger. Back then, people understood the amount of work and effort that it took to achieve something like that. You didn't have social media and all of this stuff and these shows and TV and sex sells, only highlighting the good fun parts. So people get into it and they have these goals and they don't expect to go through sort of the same difficult processes that you would go through, with a marriage, making relationships work, running a business, starting a business. The people who make it through are the people who also learn to meditate. These are the people that learn to read more. They take courses, they study, they analyze, they realize that if they're going to get to that goal, those are the things that it takes. It is very, very difficult. It takes a massive mental shift. They journal, they write things down, they become more ambitious. Because it is very difficult in the modern world we live in to force ourselves to get into something that doesn't feel natural anymore. So many people who are successful in their fitness goals become kind of spiritual. They become this hard work, type personality. And again, there's a little bit of a disconnect of it over it, because it's like, hey, it's just working out, right? But why isn't everyone doing it? Why doesn't everyone have the body that they want? And why is it such a sensitive topic? Well, because it is important. But we feel like there's something wrong with us if it's difficult, because no one else makes it look difficult. But if you want to succeed in these goals, there's learning. It's just like anything else. There's hard work, there's effort, there's sweat, there's recovery. You're going to learn other things about your life. You're going to learn things about your relationship. You're going to start thinking differently. That's a massive change. Everything changes when you actually commit. And then when you actually get there. It makes a massive change. And I want you guys to be aware of that. And if you haven't checked out my Total Body Blueprint recorded course that most of you guys have access to, you can download the handbook. It's about 60 pages, and there's some chapters on all that stuff. Journaling and meditating and building a routine to help you get through this. Because unless we adopt that mentality and learn to elevate the importance of these goals and the habits that we take on and develop ourselves and our skills and our abilities and our discipline, we're not going to make it. The world is going to win, because entertainment and distraction is just too alluring, right? But everyone's priorities are different. But if you're here, it's important. And here's a secret: it's important to everybody. Most people, they go one of three ways. They either make it, they stick to it, they commit, and they make it, or they look for excuses and quick fixes, and they get frustrated and angry, or they convince themselves that it is not important to them. And it almost always comes back over and over and over and over again. If it's not encouraging enough to simply reach your physique goals, to adopt some of these habits and this seriousness, the benefit that adopting those habits has on the rest of your life is worth millions. So get serious, make some change, make it happen.